Morning. Welcome to this morning edition of Simple Not Easy. I'm your host, Gavin Bowen, and I'm just going to jump into this. This is a quick update, short video on how I am voting on Measure S. I've carefully examined each side, and I have decided that I am still confused. Not so confused that I don't know how I'm going to vote. There's just weird things from both sides. The yes on Measure S people, first of all, it's only the AIDS Healthcare Foundation that's contributing money to this. That's really odd. Now, I've seen anecdotal reviews and critiques saying that it's because two buildings are going up that are blocking the view of the president of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, blocking the view of the Hollywood sign. Maybe that's true, and maybe he's a little upset about that and doesn't want high density buildings going up blocking his view of Los Angeles and the surrounding areas. You also have the people voting yes on Measure S sending out ridiculous flyers to vote yes on Measure S, but they're in the form of an actual eviction notice, which is just a little cheap. And obviously, if you're going to vote no on Measure S, you're admitting that you wouldn't like a separate independent body to investigate and do their own environmental reports. You don't want money to stop exchanging hands between politicians and big developers. I hear those arguments. Unfortunately, the cost of putting a 2-year moratorium on building projects is not an effective way of handling those issues. Those issues, as far as money exchanging hands, should be dealt with campaign finance reform. That's how you would handle that. Not only is yes on Measure S just throwing a wrench at everything, it also conflicts with Measure JJJ that we passed in November, which is about giving affordable housing and local hiring for these kind of projects. It conflicts with that, and no one on yes or Measure S seems to acknowledge that. Of the material that I've read, of the articles I've looked over, it does seem like costs for housing will go up with a vote of yes on Measure S. We will see a bigger impact on homelessness with a vote on Measure S. This isn't the effective approach. I'm going to vote no on Measure S. And, if you disagree or if you share the same opinion, I'd love to hear it. There have been some of you who have commented, and I hear your arguments about corruption and money and rich getting richer, and I get it. I just don't think Measure S is the way of doing it. Yeah, that's been your morning edition of Simple Not Easy. Just a quick little update. I promise I won't look this tired and disheveled always. But I just wanted to throw that out to you guys, let you know where I've settled on Measure S. It is a no vote on Measure S for me.